Mystery surrounds Japan. The perfect fusion of cutting-edge technology operating at breakneck speed with centuries-old traditions has been achieved. Japan is one of the world's most advanced industrialized countries, but many first-time visitors are sometimes surprised to learn that this tiny Asian nation also has a long and fascinating history that dates back thousands of years. In fact, many of Europe's most famous cathedrals weren't even finished when Japan's Shinto and Buddhist temples were already well established and drawing visitors to their elaborate architecture and decorations. The country was simultaneously developing its skills in a variety of fields, including excellent porcelain and pottery in materials like silk that would lead to financial success. If you want to be amazed at how beautiful these destinations are, stick around for number 2 because it will blow your mind. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel The Rider. So let's start. Number 10. Mount Fuji. Majestic Mount Fuji, without a doubt Japan's most well-known landmark, is also the nation's tallest mountain summit. This spectacular and legendary mountain, which rises 3,776 meters over an otherwise mainly flat landscape to the south and east, is tall enough to be visible from Tokyo, more than 100 kilometers distant. Since Mount Fuji has been praised in literature and art for ages, it is now regarded as such a significant icon that, in 2013, UNESCO recognized its global cultural value. More than 1 million people climb Mount Fuji every summer as a form of pilgrimage that culminates in viewing the sunrise from its peak. Mount Fuji is a part of the Fuji Hakone-Izu National Park. While some climbers still choose to start at the bottom, the majority now start at the 5th station, which results in a more doable ascent of 6 to 8 hours. Number 9. Imperial Tokyo. When visiting the nation's capital, you absolutely must see the Imperial Palace, which is Tokyo's most well-known site. It has stunning 17th-century parks that are encircled by walls and moats. Do not let the fact that the imperial family still uses the most of the palace deter you. There is still plenty to see by merely roaming the grounds. Visitors are allowed in the East Higashi-Gyoen Garden and other sections that are available to the public as part of an arranged tour, in addition to the countless lovely views of the palace from various locations in the surrounding parkland. The renowned Nijibashi Bridge, often known as the Double Bridge, is one of the most attractive views because of its watery reflection. Number 8. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Much may be written about the extraordinary efforts this dynamic city has taken to remember the numerous victims of the world's first nuclear strike. Even though nothing needs to be said about the atrocities of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima in August 1945. Hiroshima has come to represent long-lasting peace, which is perhaps even more significant. In what was once a lively area of the city, Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park is visited by more than 1 million people annually, many of whom come from abroad. There are numerous significant memorials, museums, and monuments in this area dedicated to the events of that tragic day. Along with the grounds and gardens and their vibrant cherry blossoms, the park is home to the Peace Memorial Museum, which has a number of exhibitions addressing the topic of international peace. The Atom Bomb Dome, the remains of an administrative structure that stood in the epicenter of the explosion, can also be found there, along with the memorial cenotaph and the Flame of Peace. Number 7. Historic Kyoto. Lovely, one of the most well-liked tourist sites in the country, Kyoto attracts more than 10 million visitors annually. It was one of the few towns in Japan spared from the devastation of World War II. Most of them are in Kyoto to explore its stunning old streets and structures, many of which have not changed much since the imperial dynasty settled there more than 1,000 years ago. Highlights of Kyoto's Buddhist-influenced architecture include several of the city's well-preserved temples, 30 of which are still in use, and major buildings like the 14th-century Golden Pavilion, which is famed for its spectacular gold leaf-clad facade. Number 6. The Island Shrine of Itsukushima, Miyajima. Numerous historic buildings, important national treasures, and works of art may be found in the gorgeous, spotless city of Nara, which for centuries served as the epicenter of Japanese culture. In addition to its many old streets, the city is home to numerous noteworthy ancient temples. One of the most well-known of Nara's 7 great temples is the majestic Kofuku-ji Temple from the 7th century. Another is the magnificent Todai-ji Temple from the 8th century, which is well known for the massive bronze statue of the Great Buddha that was cast there in AD 749. The south gate of Todai Great-ji is likewise significant. 18 columns and 2 8-meter-tall neo-sculptures serve as the structural support for the spectacular 2-story building that guards the temple's entrance. Another notable structure in this area is the Hall of the Great Buddha, the largest timber structure in the world. Number 5. Osaka Castle. The greatest and most significant stronghold in the nation at the time was Osaka Castle, which Toyotomi Hideyoshi, a prominent Japanese warrior and politician, built in 1586. Since then, it has been constantly destroyed and rebuilt, although the current structure, erected in 1931, maintains its original design. To see the enormous, 5-story, 42-meter-tall main tower, a visit is a must. The tower, which is built on an impressive 14-meter-tall stone base, is home to a series of exhibitions documenting the history of the castle in the city. For stunning views of Osaka, especially when the sun is setting, head to the highest level. Particularly noteworthy is the Hokoku Shrine, which is situated in Osaka Castle Park. Shitonji, the most well-known temple in Osaka, was built in AD 59 and is also very worthwhile to see. This stunning shrine features a 5-story pagoda in addition to numerous other wonderfully constructed structures. Number 4. The Atsuta Shrine, Nagoya. The Atsuta Shrine, which is situated in Nagoya's city center and welcomes more than 5 million people each year, is the most important Shinto temple in all of Japan. This historic sacred site, one of only 3 in the country, is well known for the grass-mowing sword, a surviving imperial insignia. Both the treasure with its numerous works of art, including old and new paintings, ceramics, jewelry, and traditional masks, as well as the temple's main shrine, Hongu, which is surrounded by a wall, are fascinating. While you're in the city, make sure to check out Nagoya Castle. This spectacular moated structure, which was constructed in 1612, includes a 48-meter-tall main tower and is famed for housing 2 gold dolphins. It is renowned for its stunning views of both the city and the Nobi Plain, as well as for its museum, which preserves artwork from the former palace. Number 3. Koyasan Okinoin. The Japanese cemetery Koyasan Okinoin is a fantastic exception, even though it might not appear like a major tourist destination. This well-known pilgrimage site contains the mausoleum of Kobo Daishi, the founder of Shingon Buddhism, making it one of the most revered locations in the nation. One of the most significant individuals in the history of Buddhism in Japan is Daishi, also known as Kakai. He supposedly waits for the Buddha of the future while sitting in perpetual meditation. People go to his grave to pray for salvation in this life, which is why they make the pilgrimage. Number 2. Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine, Kyoto. You'll notice crimson when you visit Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine, but in a lovely way. The Fushimi Inari Shrine, one of Japan's most significant temples, is located in southern Kyoto and is known for its tens of thousands of scarlet-colored gates that arch over a maze of trails. Expect a very tranquil stroll in the direction of the forest surrounding Mount Inari as these arch-covered trails demand silence. One of the most revered gods in Shintoism, Inari is the Shinto god of rice. Fushimi Inari is undoubtedly the most significant of the thousands of temples that have been built in his honor. The Vermilion Gates are what most visitors come to see, but the shrine itself is also available for investigation, and the structures there are rather impressive. Number 1. Sapporo, Hokkaido. The city of Sapporo, which located on the northernmost island of Japan, Hokkaido, has a lot to offer tourists. It serves as the cultural center of the island and is home to numerous fantastic events and festivals. Additionally, it has a unique culinary scene, a lengthy theatrical tradition, and a ton of museums, galleries, and parks. The charming downtown portion of the city, which is centered around Odori Park, a sizable patch of green that's a lot of fun to explore, is the main focus of this article. From here, you can also easily walk to nearby attractions including the Sapporo TV Tower and the city's renowned aerial tramway. Eventually, the Mount Moiwa Ropeway will take you to the summit's upper station, from which you may take in breathtaking views over the city, which is especially enjoyable at night. What do you think of our video? Which place do you like most? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.